Next, we head to Gumdale, an outer suburb of Brisbane where the blocks are a little bigger and the homes can really take advantage of that extra space. Just like this place sitting pretty amongst the gum trees. I'm meeting with Con from KP Architects for a tour of this home. And if that facade is anything to go by, we're in for a real treat. Well, I've got to say, Con, this building definitely demands your attention.
Thank you.
What was the idea with the facade?
So we're quite restrained that we wanted to use one material, and that material was brick.
Where did that restraint come from? Was that from the client, or was that something that you wanted to...
Oh, it's something that we wanted. Brick was, heavy use in the 90s, so we thought we'd like to use that as well, and the client loved it.
I absolutely love brick on houses, and as you say, it's from the 90s, really. Like, that was... Every house was a brick house.
Yep.
And it's sort of, up until recently, it's disappeared. But, I mean, this is a perfect example of how nice it can look.
Yeah, contrasts well with the green. It's really a sharp contrast.
Now, this is an entry.
Thanks. You like it?
I love it. You've pitched the roof back into the house and it's inviting.
Yep. And it funnels the light in. It essentially invites people in.
Yeah, and definitely the hero of this is this brick. I love the fact that you have chosen brick to clad the entire house.
Yep, that's the PGH Crevalle that we picked. It contrasts really well against the landscaping. So yeah, oh look, it's worked out really well for us.
Well, mate, the outside is absolutely stunning, so I'm pretty keen to have a look inside. Should we take a look?
Let's go.
Let's do it. There's so many points of interest in this house. I don't know where to look. You've got vaulted ceilings, you've got this amazing timber throughout the home. What's your favourite part?
Well, I must admit, I think it is this space. I think the way that connects to the two courtyards. We've got we call that the winter courtyard, and then we call this the summer courtyard. So I think this probably is my favourite space. And
it's quite a unique layout, isn't it? What was the thought process behind the actual layout of the rooms?
Well, we wanted to get away from the typical linear plan again you see on these acreages. Most houses were quite linear, so we wanted to get away from that. We wanted to keep it single level, so we created this H plan. So essentially you've got two wings that create the sort of more the private spaces, and they get the spine through the middle, which is more the public space. And what happens is you automatically create these lovely courtyard spaces.
And I guess you've got to be considerate of the environment as well when you're designing these buildings. I mean, you've got these amazing gum trees throughout the yard. How did you tackle that?
To be honest, the most important part for us of the design process was actually positioning the house on the block of land. So the client actually engaged an arborist and located every single tree on this block of land. And that's refreshing to hear, because you see a lot of times people just chop the trees down if it's in their way. It's cheaper just to get rid of the tree than it is to redesign. So for us, the house feels like now it's been here a lot longer because of the way it sits with the context of the land. So for us, it feels like it's, it feels right here. And talk about the decision to bring the brick inside as well. It made sense to bring the brick internally. It's a beautiful product. Why is it just on the outside of a building? Why not be on the inside of a building? It has great textural qualities. What again it does, it also blurs that line between inside and outside. All of a sudden the wall that's outside continues inside, so you kind of get lost where's outside and where's inside, and that's really important, particularly Queensland climate. We love living outdoors, so again, made a lot of sense. And how great are these fireplaces? We haven't got a fireplace at our place, but if I get one, I want one like this. Well, they've got three. They've got three fireplaces. Yep. I mean, we've actually called it the three-chimney house. Oh, yeah, for obvious reasons? Yep, three chimneys, yeah. Queensland, you kind of think, what do you need three chimneys for? But again, there's something about a fireplace. There's something that, communal about a fireplace. Well, mate, you've done a fantastic job. You must be so happy with the final result. We're pretty happy, yeah. It's a great result. And do you spend a lot of time detailing? Because there's a lot of detail in this place, and obviously you expect that the craftsmanship is up to scratch. Is that something that you look at throughout your projects? Yeah, pretty important for us. It's what gives that house that extra bit of layering, that extra little bit of detail. Just reinforces the house, and it's how it connects back to the actual envelope of the building as well. And obviously part of the design brief was the little studio at the back. I love that studio. You've got terrazzo floor, and you've used the same brickwork. It's great. She does a lot of ceramics, and it's separated from the house with a little courtyard space, which, again, is that H plan. It's almost like a little village back there.
That terrazzo floor in that studio is beautiful.
The client's father was actually a terrazzo manufacturer. She managed to actually keep certain pieces over the time. So now, you know, while she's working there doing her ceramics, she feels like, you know, a little bit connected to her dad, having, you know, his floor literally beneath her feet. It's quite nice.
That's a great little feature.
Yeah, it is nice.
Well, Colin, mate, thanks for having me. I've got to say, this is one of my favourite houses, if not the favourite, and I don't say that to every architect that I meet. Thanks for having me.
No, pleasure.